Thanks, Mike. Bye-bye. Thank you.
The most telling night when the torch was passed in Barcelona. You remember that?
I think about it, and every time I see Magic, every time I see Bird. I remember the night that we were sitting there and drinking beers and just relaxing. And Magic started his whole thing.
Yes.
You know, you guys are new kids on the block, but we took it another level, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then this whole thing about him and I playing
one-on-ones. Who's going to stop who?
I said, look, dude, slow up. Slow up now. You've been known as the best team player all along, all your career. I've been known as the best one-on-one player, and now we're going to play against each other? You can't have no chance of stopping me. I got more chances of stopping you. That's how it all started,
yeah.
You know, and then it got to, you know, team, you know, championships and team of the 80s. And I said, well, this is the 90s, you know, and Bird, who's just totally subtle, just back and says, you know, Magic, we had our time. These are the new kids on the block. In essence, we just gotta step back, you know? And I said, if you don't, we come in your building, we're gonna come in your building, we're gonna prove the same thing. Either way, you're gonna learn it.
Clyde Drexler, who's the best? Michael Jordan or Clyde Drexler? You know, that was kind of a conversation during that time.
Well, it was the best two guards at that time. I wanted people to know the difference between me and Clyde. It was always a comparison.
Yes.
And I didn't want it to be a comparison. I wanted it to be totally different. I wanted people to see that on the highest stage.
Two superstars, Drexler and Jordan, have led these two teams to the finals.
Jordan again! Did you see that look? Michael indicating he can't believe it.
35 points, first game in the first half, making everything. That game. Everybody does that now. Gotta make a shot now. He's doing that. The same thing. They don't understand. The man had 35 points when he was doing this, not 2 shots that went in the basket. So it's like, I've seen so many people try to do the same thing. Now, I don't know what I'm doing. I just made 2 baskets. The man had 35 points.
A very special first half here in Chicago.
I had nothing else to do but that. I mean, when I said that, look, it's like I'm not in control here. It's like somebody's in my body and I'm making shots all over the place. You know, so, you know, what else can you do?
Whose game is it? It's Michael Jordan's game.
Tell us about your rivalry with the Knicks.
What rivalry?
That rivalry, man, I'm telling you, boy, that was a real rivalry.
This is a big, physical, wide New York team that plays you tough.
And back come the Bulls. Pippen, oh, he is ripped by Starks.
This has become a war.
Anybody that was trying to take something from us, that's a rivalry.
Michael Jordan and Xavier McDaniel having words.
Every game we play, we try to send a statement. You know, we're trying to make sure they don't gain anything on us.
Get to the loose ball, but he's bottled up. Jordan with the recovery, and Jordan is fouled.
As long as Patrick was going to be there, as long as Oakley was going to be there, as long as Starks was going to be there, it's like fighting your big brother or little brother. You know, you got to let them know who you are. This is where you belong.
Jordan trying to shake off Starks. Oh, what a move by Jordan! It counts.
I don't care where you think you are. This is where you belong.
Jordan!
And every game was like that, proving ground. You know, trying to gain that extra edge. And, you know, went from coach to another coach, and the mentality never changed. It got higher and higher and higher.
That Van Gundy had said that Jordan uses friendships and stature to con some of his opponents.
You watch him game in and game out. He saddles up next to guys, he smiles at them, and then goes out there and kicks their ass, and they hug him after the game. Like that was some great thing that he got 45 on them. So I don't understand it.
Did you take it personally when Van Gundy called you a con man?
Yes. It rubbed me the wrong way then, and if I hear it now, it still rubs me the wrong way because that was never my intent. I was good friends with Oak. I was good friends with Patrick. But I'm not trying to con them to play a different style to play against me. I mean, that to me is like attacking my basketball skills as a sense of saying, only way you win is you make these guys think that you like them. No, I actually do like them. Oakley almost tried to take my head off every time we played, and then we go to dinner afterwards.
Right.
You know, he played me no different than if he was playing me if I did go to dinner or I didn't go to dinner. I felt like that was inappropriate for him to say something like that.
After all Van Gundy had said, Michael heard all the talk. Long jumper. 51, and he
I would never say I was cutthroat. I was a competitor. Cutthroat sounds like I'm a villain. I'm not. I'm a competitor to a point where if you're my opponent, if I knock you down, I'm not picking you up. A good competitor always evaluates his opponent, and you understand for what he really is, but you never try to give him confidence. You try to take it at all times, and sometimes it's easier to take confidence and sometimes it's harder. But mentally, I gotta find a way, and sometimes you have to trick yourself. And see if all that trash talking starts when it's 0-0 instead of 5-6 point lead. That's where it starts. You have to look inside yourself and find the different types of challenges from game to game.
You was gonna dunk on me.
I wasn't trying to dunk you, man. I wasn't trying to dunk on you.
My rookie year, man.
I got you, didn't I?
When?
Your rookie year.
No,
Me
Scottie
and Scottie.
did.
Okay.
Scottie did in Chicago.
You know, I look at who I'm playing against, look at some of the things that now I can focus and pull out to get me ready for the game.
MJ. Oh, he did it! Michael shakes the finger. He finally got his dunk on Mount Matumbo.
That's how I got myself motivated, you know, but it wasn't the same every game. It was, you know, I had to trick myself. I had to, you know, more or less find a focus to go out and play at a certain level for whatever reason.
Kittles has it knocked away by Michael Jordan. Basket and a foul. Michael Jordan can give the Bulls a 3-point lead with a critical defensive play.
This whole thing about you practicing. I mean, if you talk to any of your teammates, they would say, even if they saw something in the game, it's like, shoot, you should have saw him Thursday.
You know what? I got to skin you all day.
To practice with you was like they had a game instead of a practice.
When I got to the pros with Kevin Lockery, you know, when I was drafted number 3, Kevin Lockery used to put me on the starting 5. We used to be killing the second 5. But he wanted to test me out. So let's say we're going to 8, and it could be 5-1 or 5-2 against the second team. And if you lose, you got to run. He would switch me in the middle of the game to the second team. And I'm saying, well, okay, you trying to prove a point. Boom, we'll bounce back and win the game. Those are all training tools for me. And every day in practice was like that to me. It was a competition. So when the game comes, there's nothing that I haven't already practiced. It's a routine. You know, whatever happens in the game now, okay, I've done this before.
Jordan for the win. Got it! At the buzzer, he's done it again!
Was fear of failure a motivator?
I never feared about my skills, you know, because I put in the work.
Damn. Put him away, MJ.
Work ethic eliminates fear.
Yes.
You know, so if you put forth the work, then what are you fearing? You know what you're capable of doing, what you're not.
We're down to 2, now to 1. Here's Jordan. Yes! It is all over. The Chicago Bulls have won at the buzzer in Game 1.
All right. Step back, please, step back. Hey, let's go, baby. This is the one. Let's do this. We got to jump out of the blocks quick and be smart on the offensive end. Let's go, come on. What time is it? Game time!
Can you tell me a little bit about Scottie Pippen and how that whole relationship evolved and how you pushed Scottie Pippen?
Well, not just push Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen pushed me. You know what I mean? It was this big brother, little brother scenario. I knew the hard work that it took to get to that level. And if we wanted to get from point A to point B to point Z, then I'm gonna have to pull this guy along. We're gonna have to find a way to coexist. We're gonna have to find a way to challenge each other.
You come and trap and then go. Scottie, if you're there, you go.
So, you know, it was that, me pulling him along,
Come on, man, let's go. Where you going?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
You hear that?
Come on.
Cap.
No.
Let's go.
Y'all miss out on this.
That's entertainment.
145.
To where, okay, if you're gonna play this game, you're gonna have to get like this.
You could have just spin around. I thought when I saw your fake, you thought that someone came over. Carl Malone was at the top doing this. Okay.
And the next thing you know, it's a tandem.
It's a 3-on-1 with only Best back, and Pippen slams it in his face.
You know, I don't think you're gonna have two players like that ever again that grew and became more successful together. And success started to, you know, circle themselves around the two of them.
Yeah. Woo! Yes!